Now that you have your library, in this video we are going to see how to import data, how to set the working directory, and how to import dataset. So for this particular lecture, we are going to use a dataset called R dataset. So you can go to Google, you just type R dataset. So R has some dataset available for us, so which is this one. So you click on this R dataset. So when you go down, you have the dataset somewhere here. Let me go down, show you exactly which dataset we are going to be using for this class. It's very nice dataset because it's a huge dataset. So when we go down, so it's kind of a lot of dataset here. Okay, so this is the dataset that we are going to be using for this. We are going to use for this class. So it's the FAR 2007. This is for the road accident dataset from 2007 to 2008. So we are going to use this dataset. So you simply go here and click this one. So it's a CVS format. So you can click this to download the dataset. So this is the dataset that we are going to use for this class. So you can import it as a CVS file or as a it depends on which file do you want. So what I do is file as a save as. So by default it's a CVS file, so you can save on my desktop. I already have it, so I don't want to save it. You can save it somewhere where you want to use it, but I already have the dataset, so I'm not going to save it. So I just do cancel. So again, the dataset that we are using for this class is this. So to get this dataset, you go on. So it's this dataset FAR 2007. As I said, to get that, you go to Google, you type R dataset, then you pick this one. Then from there you can get that dataset. So that's how to find that dataset, and you can save it, and you save as a CVS file or a CVS file basically. So what I'm going to do is, let me show you what I save. So when I save my dataset, is somewhere here. So what I have it here is a CVS file. So you can see here it's a CVS, but I can change it to TXT file simply by clicking, because I have the two format here. I'm going to show how to use this two format to work with the dataset. So I'm going to change this. I double click on that. So when I open the dataset, I can change it and put as a TXT. So it's opening here. Like it's kind of heavy dataset, so I'm just going to stop it because it's taking so long. So if I copy this one, I copy okay, then I paste it again here, paste item. So I'm going to try to change the extension and use a different format. So I go there, I say rename. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the extension to TXT just to show how to change to TXT. That's the CVS, so I remove the CVS, I put the TXT, then I hit just put number 2 here because I already have one that I did here. I hit enter, use a TXT, then I have the TXT format, so it becomes TXT. So this is how to change from CSV to TXT, because I'm going to show you how to import this two type of format. It depends on the computer that I'm using. I'm using the Mac here, so I believe on the window you can apply the same technique to rename it, to change the format to from CSV, you change the CSV to TXT, and you get a TXT file. So this is how to change the format of your dataset. I'm doing this because I need to show you how to import the two different formats, the TXT and the CSV file. So let us go back and see how to import it. So there's two techniques here. If you are using, you can simply type the, so I call this dataset my data one. So I'm going to call this my data one. Then I'll use the read.table. The read.table is used to import the data set, because if I'm dealing the TXT file, so in this case, like in that case I have the TXT file. So this is the name of my data set, the TXT file. I use this, and I put the header because I want to have the name of my data set, my variable. And for this one, if you don't put the header, you're not going to get the name of the variable. Let's say you remove the header. I just remove this and I run this first. You see what you have. So if I run this and I type for instance I type names, is here, names, then I type data one, you see that I have by default v1, v2 and so on. But if I put the header equal to true, so if I have a header equal to, I can put the simply T, stand for true. I do the same thing again, then I run again. Then if I type the same thing, I type names, then the same data set that I changed the data one. Now that you see, you have the name of the variable. So by default, if you don't put a header, it's going to use a v1, v2 and so on. But if you put header equal to true, it gives you the exact name of the data set. So you want the data set with the name, so you put the header equal to true. You can use a T or simply type a true. So this is how to import the TXT file using this technique. You use a read.table when you are dealing with the TXT file extension, and you use a read.csv when you're dealing with the CSV file. So this is the CSV file. So this is the two techniques. You read the read.table for the TXT and the read.csv for the CSV file. Now there's another technique which is easier. For instance, you set your working directory first. So how to set your working directory? The easy way. So what's the main goal of setting the working directory is because you want your data set to be safe in one single area. You want your output, like the plot, to be in that particular area. So basically that makes your life easier in terms of computation, because you can easily import the data set from there. You can also get your plot in that particular folder. So to set your working directory, you simply go to session. Here you see that you have a session. You click on create set working directory. So from session you click set working directory, then you choose directory. So what you choose, for me, I'm using this directory. I'm using the principal component analysis. So it's a PCA, it's on my desktop. So I go on the desktop. So I want to choose this as my working directory because I'm running the PCA. I click this, then I click open. So that's my working directory. You see here we have setwd equal to this. So another technique is, if you don't know how to use a session technique, which is the easier, you can just type manually type set, then you type slide. I'm using on my desktop. You put this sign, slide desktop, and the name of the folder. This is the name of the folder. This is another technique how to set the working directory. So you can simply type setwd, and you type a slash, you type this sign, then slash desktop. This location is on my desktop, and the name of the file folder is a PCA. So that's the folder that contains my data set. Now to read the data set from that folder, you can just say that I type my data. I sort type data equal to read.table. Now look at how it's easier it is you simply type our name of the data set, the name of the data set here. You don't need to type all this, because here you need to type the part. This is the part of the folder where the data set is. Then you type for the name of the data. But here what I does is I simply type when I set the working directory, I simply type read.table, then you type the name of the data set, which is this, then sep equal to comma, then header equal to true. So if I run this, you see that we have my data set, which is ready. If I type head is used to see like the first few columns of the first few rows of the data set, you see that my data set is here. So you can verify your working directory by typing getwd. It gives you your working directory. So you are using I'm the user, the name of my computer and the desktop and in this folder. So that's how to set your working directory and how to import the data set. And we are going to the next video, we're going to see how to remove duplicate in the data set, and the following video how to deal with the missing value. Thank you and see you on the next video.